Chicago Sky fans, how we feeling? Chicago Sky fans, how are we feeling? What the hell? How the hell you come off a game, breaking off the Las Vegas Aces and get traded? Like, what was it? Not even a couple hours later? God, Chicago Sky. Listen, I live for midseason trades in free agency, not even free agency, but midseason trades and stuff like that. I do think more teams need to get aggressive with that type of shit. But right after beating, like, they just came out, like, they're on a high, bruh. Your team's like on a high. Y'all couldn't wait like a day. Y'all couldn't wait till like right now to do that. That news came out of left. I didn't expect that shit at all. Like, I know some Chicago Sky fans are mad that they didn't move Dana Evans instead of Marina Mabrey. And when I first looked at this deal, I was just like, son got fleeced, but I had to think about it for a second. I think we might have a trade situation here where we got two winners. It might be a mutual trade, like a mutually beneficial trade. It might be. So let me know what you all think about this trade in the comment section. I'm going to explain why I think it's actually a good trade for both teams. As of right now, I do believe that Chicago got a little bit more out of it, because what we're not talking about enough is, I see some people saying there's this thread going around just in the women's basketball WNBA world about next year's draft isn't going to be as strong as next year's draft wasn't going to be strong as this year's draft. And I don't necessarily agree with that, because I think there is a wealth for the next 2-3 years. And I said this in my other draft video. There's going to be, I think, the WNBA draft is going to be way more exciting than the NBA draft for the next couple of years. And in this next year, the next 2-3 years in the WNBA draft is going to be crazy. Because you don't know how many players are going to exercise fifth-year options. You don't know how many players, some have been redshirted, so you don't know if they're going to stay in college, don't know if they're going to go pro. So taking an AZ Fudd, for instance, who is probably going to have the option to go pro or return to college just in the next couple of years. So we don't really know what's going to happen. But that talent that's going to be coming in next year, headed by Paige Beckers, Kiki Ariafen, Olivia Miles, if she decides to enter. I think she has to enter, right? I'm not sure. But Maddie Westbeld, am I blanking right now? Basically, you get what I'm saying? Like the Maddie Westbelds of the world, the Olivia Miles of the world, the Sonia Citrons of the world, Kiki Ariafens of the world. Like, this next draft class is going to be huge, which is why I give this guy the edge right here. So basically what the trade update is, Sky received Rachel Banham, Mariah Jefferson, I'm not sure if she's out for season, but she is hurt. A 2025, the Connecticut Suns 2025 first round pick, and the rights to pick swap the first round picks for Connecticut in the 2026 draft. So think about that for a second, okay? Why am I forgetting everyone right now? Obviously, Haley Van Lith's going to be in this year's draft, and I know a lot of people like to give Haley Van Lith hell, but no matter how you cut it, she's a pro. So we're not going to sit here and play this. I'm not going to play like stupid games and say Haley Van Lith isn't a pro. Who am I forgetting? Someone was in the second round that I had. Is Ayoka Lee getting drafted? I can't remember. I'm going to pull up the mock draft 2025, because that can also give us a picture as to the 2026 first round. That's to take 2 first round picks in these next couple of WNBA drafts. That's huge, right? So it's not even really about Rachel Banham or Mariah Jefferson. Those trades, I believe, are they're going to hold Chicago over. You get what I'm saying? Rachel Banham isn't Marina Mabrey. At this point, I actually don't even know who's holy. Marina Mabrey is the bigger star. Rachel Banham is a role player, yes. Damn, who's better? Who would you say is... Because Connecticut they don't lose getting rid of Rachel Banham and Mariah Jefferson. They don't lose off that. Where they do lose is trading 2 first-round picks for Marina Mabrey. Is Marina Mabrey worth... I don't think so. I don't think so. Is Marina Mabrey worth a decent bench player? Rachel Banham, what she go, 8 for 11? Most threes ever for a player in WNBA history off the bench. 8 for 11 from 3. We can't forget that Rachel Banham is a bucket as well. She is exactly what Chicago needs, just someone who can snipe some shit. Marina was that, yes, but I would say Rachel Banham is more of a sharpshooter. I would say that Marina can give you maybe a little bit more, but in terms of Chicago, they kind of do need a sniper right now. Like, go stand in the corner. If Angel gets doubled, Cam gets doubled, boom, you got to kick out. They kind of do need a sniper right now. So they're bringing in 3-point shooting. You're not losing 3-point shooting. You actually might be bringing in more volume 3-point shooting. But is Marina worth that? Along with 2 first-round picks in 2 different years. In back-to-back years. Oh, that's who I was forgetting. Anissa Morrow. My bad. So we got, just listen to these names, okay, in 2025. And just remember that these could also be players in 2026 as well. First round picks in the WNBA are very important because that's basically where the best crop of players are. Yes, you can get stars in the second, third round. Most of those third round players get cut. A lot of those second round players get cut. So the best stars that are available are usually in the first round. It's not even about having the number 1 pick necessarily in the WNBA, because you can still get the star player you want 5th, 8th, 12th pick in the first round. For instance, Angel Reese was 7th, right? So it's not really like the NBA where, yes, you can find stars in any spot, but it's not. Lotto doesn't, in my opinion, Lotto doesn't really exist in the WNBA first round. It doesn't really exist because, to me, that whole first round is the lottery. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so Paige Beckers, Anissa Morrow, Sonia Citron, Kiki Ariafen, Olivia Miles, Emily Ryan, Janiyah Barker, AZ Fudd, Aoka Lee, AZ Fudd if she declares next year, Aoka Lee, Dominique Malonga. She's the French player that they're calling her the female Victor Wembanyama. I just call her Dominique Malonga. Just keep the respect there. Maddie Westbell, Tahina Paopao. Paopao is going to be in the draft. I forgot about Tahina Paopao. Haley Van Lith. She's projected to go 19th in the second round. What are y'all doing? Anyway, Georgia Amor, Layla Filia. Shouts out Layla Filia. She's not at Michigan anymore. She's at Texas. Rory Harmon. Just listen to those names. Right? Listen to those names. That's 2025. Now, keep in mind, if any of these players don't get picked up, or if some of these big name players decide to use their extra year to stay and then play again, 2026 is going to be a great draft year as well, because you're also waiting on the Hannah Hidalgos and the Juju Watkins of the world to come into the WNBA. So when we go back and we look at this trade, is Marina Mabrey worth all of that? I don't know. A 2025 second round pick. So they get a 2025 second round pick. That's the least Chicago could do, right? And Marina Mabrey. Is Marina Mabrey worth rights to a pick swap? And that's it's basically 2 first round picks. And a decent sniper, decent role player to hold you over. I don't think they keep Mariah Jefferson long term. The only way this becomes a bad trade for Chicago is if Marina goes. I mean, she's on the Sun now, but if she stays and she claps the sky every time she plays against them, because you just paired up Marina Mabrey and Dejanay Carrington. Who did that? Oh my gosh. That team's energy is going to be on 11. Why would you do that? I want to say Chicago Sky won in the long term. The Sun lose in the long term. But maybe in the short term, the Sun win and the Sky lose in the short term. In the short term, I'll give the trade for the Sky a B+. In the long term, I give them an A plus. For the Sun, I give them an A in the short term. In the long term, I give them a B plus, if you will. I don't think there's a loser per se, but that's a lot to give up for Marina Mabrey. Marina Mabrey. Like I'm not saying she's bad, but you could have maybe kept that pick swap from 2026. The Sky are banking on picking up one of these great talents in the 2025 draft. They're banking on, I don't know who they have their eyes set on, but they're banking on picking up someone in 2025 or maybe someone in 2026. I'm not sure. What is near my lip, bro? Damn. Okay. Hold on. You know what? Let's look at the mock draft again. Because thinking about Chicago Sky, what do they need? They don't need any more bigs. They need to develop their bigs. They need a wing or they need a really revolutionary guard because now you just have Dana Evans at the helm running things. Kennedy Carter, maybe they're putting in all their chips on Kennedy Carter. I don't know. Are they going to go, okay, Kennedy Carter, Dana Evans, let's go get a wing? If we look at 2025, if we look at the best wings in 2025, there aren't a lot. Kiki's a forward. You're not getting Page. Are you going for Anissa Morrow, pair up the LSU teammates? I don't know. Are you going for an Olivia Miles? I don't think you're going to get that high pick because Connecticut's a good team, been a good team for the past 2 seasons. So if anything, it's going to be a late first round pick. Let's get this math going, right? Who are you going to pick up late? In our projections right now, the only players going late, 12th, 11th, 10th, if you will, 9th, if you will. We got, these are just projections, obviously. Emily Ryan, Caroline Ducharme out of UConn, Janiyah Barker out of UCLA, AZ Fudd at 10, Ayoka Lee at 11, projected to go to the Sky. I don't think that's going to happen. 12, Connecticut. Well, so if Connecticut has the 12th pick, who is Chicago picking up? Who is Chicago looking for? So that's the question that has to be answered. Is this a good or bad trade? It really depends on who Chicago is looking for in 2025, next year. I don't know who they're looking for. I don't know who they think they're going to pick up because it's going to be a late first round pick. Who are they banking on to add to their team? I think that's the question that has to be asked. I'll give Chicago the edge for this one for somehow finessing 2 first-round picks in back-to-back years. Picking up Rachel Banham, cool. Rachel Banham might get 14 three-pointers a game now. Like, not make, just attempts. She might be shooting. They might say, listen, come in here, shoot the ball. That's it. Get do your thing. You get as many three-point attempts as you want. So it will work out. Chicago's not really losing anything. They're losing a little bit of versatility with Marina Mabrey, but the question is, who is Chicago looking for in next year's draft? Because I'm not sure what piece they're trying to add. That's gonna do it for this one. Keep it locked on channel. We'll see, man. We'll see. But solid pickup, solid move for both teams, but I do think it's a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much. Sun gave up a little bit too much. That's going to do it. I'm out of here. Take care, guys. Be easy. Peace.